So welcome to Touchline Editorial. Today we are going to have a discussion about the new Chelsea manager, that is Liam Rosenior. He's one manager whose name has been rolling through everywhere about Chelsea fans trying to know about him. Today I'm going to break down to you, how is he going to set up with this Chelsea team? Would he help Chelsea? Is it a gamble that a high hierarchy of Chelsea have gone to, or you think is going to be a perfect fit for this Chelsea team? I'm going to break down on his setup, his lineup, how he set up his team, what Chelsea fans should be expecting. Is he better than Enzo Maresca? Would he get closer to Enzo Maresca? They're going to get all those informations here. Don't forget, this show is brought to you by MyBed.Africa. All you need to do is scan the QR code on the screen and join the MyBed.Africa family. MyBed.Africa is the #1 betting platform in the country, a truly Ghanaian company. So all you need to know is scan the QR code and also be part of the MyBed.Africa family. They are giving free bonuses out, so you also need to be part. On this show, before the show gets to an end, I'm going to give you a free bonus code for you to enter to redeem a free bet on MyBed.Africa. So let's go into details. Who is Liam Rosenior? If you are looking at Liam Rosenior, he's that coach that is coming into this Chelsea team from Strasbourg, as we all know. And we know that he coming into this Chelsea team has brought a lot of concerns. Are Chelsea trying to steal a lot from Strasbourg? Are they bringing in a coach who would be a good pick for their team? So let's look at him. So Liam retired in 2018, where he became a coach at Brighton and Hove Albion, their under-23, showing early promises in youth development. He served as an assistant for Wayne Rooney at Derby County, where later in 2022 he had control in the interim, being that coach, taking them till a new manager comes in. After that, he moved to Hull City in November. Rosenior took Hull City's job in England Championship. He led the Tigers until May 2024, achieving a respectable seventh place in the 2023-2024 season, just outside the playoff, with a squad that was most of like young players and also non-developed players. So it was a good achievement for him. And he got the Strasbourg job in July 2024. With his resilience for the English team, his tactics and everything, got him that job at Strasbourg. And we all know his performance at Strasbourg. At Strasbourg, he moving abroad with a League One, he guided them to the seventh place, qualifying them for the Conference League, and also in an impressive performance with these young players in Europe, making sure he performed so well against the likes of Marseille, the likes of Paris Saint-Germain, and even as at now, he was leading the Conference League top table before he moved into Chelsea. So when it comes to Rosenior's performance and his history, he has been able to go through some patches, like from a poor patch to going into teams where he became a hero for them, and also at Strasbourg, we've seen what he's doing with this young lad. Let's go into his tactical identity, his team shape, what he brings to Chelsea. Rosenior is that manager that is not rigid. He's very flexible when it comes to formation changes. So you can see him going with a 3-4-2-1, you can see him going with a 4-4-1-1, and can even go with a dynamic 4-3-3. So coming to Chelsea, this formations fit so well for some of the Chelsea players, and I think it's going to help them. One thing I see in his game is he mostly overload the central areas. So you see his fullbacks touching the width, and the central areas are packed with his wingers coming in as right half space players and also left half space players, making sure that they occupy that particular role, and they are giving him that depth in that central part of the middle of the field. But one thing he brings into his game is playing style. His goalkeeper plays mostly as one of his center backs. So if you could see videos and also the images on the screen, you could see that every time at Strasbourg, Mike Penders comes in as a center back and helps so that his other center back can push to the right side, and his right back moves to the width and make sure that the width is being guarded, and it's a full overload in the middle. That is what he brings in his build-up play. Let's look at pressing. He's one coach that likes with high intensive pressing. So when it comes to his pressing style, you could put him under some coaches like Roberto Di Zerbi and also Pep Guardiola. They like to press in the opponent's box, making the pitch so little so that you wouldn't have chances to move the ball. But sometimes, you know, this pressing, it leads to some of the teams now exposing their back, which is going to be a big play for these Chelsea players, especially looking at him bringing this type of pressing style players. The reason why Chelsea brought him in is not that Chelsea are trying to take everything from Strasbourg, but they are looking at, he brings that identity, especially the likes of what Enzo Maresca came to lay for this Chelsea team. He brings something similar to his style at Strasbourg. Enzo Maresca mostly like his goalkeeper being part of the centre backs and also playing from the back. That gives him extra man on the pitch. So he also goes to the same style with his players touching the width, making sure he has a 3 at the back, a double pivot, defending with 5, attacking with 5, like Enzo Maresca used to do. He goes with a different profile. With Enzo Maresca, we know that mostly he likes one of his fullback inverting, joining that is his CDM, and making sure that they form that 2 in the middle with a 2 center backs, and also the other fullback joining to make the 3rd center back. But with Liam's own, he wants his fullback mostly touching the line, and the center backs open up for one double pivot entering or they line up in a way that the right back goes up and the left back joins in. So now with his right back or his left back is not inverting, they are overlapping and becoming a winger in them. So with Strasbourg, you can see most of the time he sets up with a 3-4-2-1. Let's look at his game compared to the likes of Enzo Maresca. Looking at the focus side, I think he's that coach that comes in and is more notable for man management. So for his man management, he puts trust, emphasis on personal development of his players. That is what the Chelsea hierarchy are looking at bringing him in, because he will bring that man management to this team and it will help the team improve. One thing he also does, he embraces young squad, and that is the identity of the new Blue Co philosophy now. They want to embrace young squad, making sure that Chelsea have that young blend of players. They go together and become one of the best in the world. So at bad side or cons, we'll be looking at the squad rotation challenge. Chelsea's constant fixture list and high stake competition could expose managerial positions, especially with Liam coming in. We know Chelsea are in the EFL semi-finals. They're in the Premier League still. Mathematically, they can still get a chance to win the Premier League. They're in the Champions League. They'll get a chance to play the FA Cup. This is something that will push coaches to make a lot of rotations in their squad. And we know that with the quality young players Chelsea are having, still, they find it very difficult to put in some players coming in. Especially, we've seen games Tosin, some players have come in and you could see that the team is not as solid as they used to be with some of the first 11s coming in. So this is something that is going to play a key figure in his setup. But I think he's going to make sure that he selects some games and make sure the rotations doesn't go so bad as we used to see under Enzo Maresca. Immediate pressure. That is something that mostly is going to come on him. Joining the club in January comes with a lot of pressure. We've seen Ruben Amorim. Most coaches come in and perform. But one important information I'll give Chelsea fans watching me as of now is that any manager that gets sacked in January and another manager that comes in mostly goes on to win the Champions League. So we've seen Di Matteo coming in for Andres Villas-Boas going on to win the Champions League. Thomas Tuchel coming in also for Frank Lampard and going on to win the Champions League. So let's see. Will Liam get a chance to win the Champions League as Enzo Maresca has been sacked? Let me know in the comment section if you believe this thing is going to happen. But in general, my general overview of Liam Rosenior is that I think he's going to be a perfect coach for Chelsea. He fits the balance. The hard work has been done by Enzo Maresca, laying things down, letting the players understand the structural play, and all he needs to do is go with the Enzo Maresca's blueprint, do 1 or 2 twitches, and the team will be good to go. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think Liam Rosenior will be a good pick for Chelsea, or is a risk pick that we wouldn't be able to see him in the next 3 or 2 seasons for Chelsea? Thank you for watching Tactics and Touchlines. The code you need to enter to redeem the MyBet.Africa free bet code is TTPOD, TTPOD. You get a free 10 Ghana cedis to also bet on the MyBet.Africa. Subscribe, like, and also share so that our content can grow and we can give you amazing content like this.